NIT Manipur holds second convocation. ISRO chairman urges students to contribute for nation's development. Art and Culture Secretary Radha Kumar urges parents to bring their children to book fair to develop reading culture among students. And former champion Nisa Thangmeban out of CC mid, they lose to SSU Singzamai. Hello and welcome to Impact News. You are watching Primetime News. I am Tensubam Ranita with the top stories and latest news at this hour. The second convocation of National Institute of Technology NIT Manipur was held today at its complex at Langol. Chairman of Indian Space Research Organisation ISRO, A.S. Kiran Kumar was the chief guest on the occasion. In his address, A.S. Kiran Kumar urged students to contribute their mind for the progress of the nation. He observed that engineering has given the advancement of civilization and stressed the need to produce cost-effective products. He also mentioned the various challenges facing the people like climate changes and other issues. Chairman's gold medal and Institute's gold medals were presented to toppers of various streams of academic session 2011 to 2015 and certificates to 66 students who got their degrees in Bachelor in Technology at the convocation. Citations were also presented to members of governing body of the institute. Chairman of the Manipur Pollution Control Board, Dr. N.G. Bijoy Singh, Director, Registrar, Teacher, students of the institute, parents and guardians attended the event. Earlier, the chief guest laid the foundation of the indoor stadium and inaugurated the academic block.
It is commendable that institutes such as NITs contribute to the much needed human capital to fulfill and sustain the nation's vision and goals. We have the largest number of youngsters in the world, and when properly guided, this human power has enormous characteristic strength to lead the knowledge society of the 21st century. It can solve many problems related to making energy economical, providing access to clean water, improving urban infrastructure, healthcare, modernizing of agriculture, and many more.
Janata Dal United Manipur Unit today said there is no rule of law in the state. Party President Moirangthem Tombi said authorities have allowed double parking in front of Manipur Police Headquarters on the southern side of the CM's bungalow on the National Highway, which shows that there is no rule of law in the state. Moirangthem Tombi was speaking on the occasion of relocation of the JDU office from Babupara to the new location, which is opposite to the first MR. M. Toby requested the government to construct a place at Statehood Square near Polo Ground so that people can stage sit-ins and demonstrate just like the Jantar Mantar in New Delhi. He said the State Transport Department and authorities concerned must take measures to ease the traffic as the people are facing traffic jams daily during office hours.
Crore government की सेक्टर की पैसा काई थोग लंबी पाक्थोए लंबी पाक्थोक की स्पेस है गाड़ी पार्किंग तहले मधुद लाइब इनकम मधु म्युनिसिपालिटी की लेरिबा चेयरमैन का हंग बकांददी मधु मरांग खंग वावे नंगांगी अदर स्टेट सिट लेरिसी कोई की रूल्स ऑफ लॉ से मसी लेइतब का चाम मानबा मा ओइबसी मसी याम निंग मकाइनिंगाइनी मन स्टेट गवर्नमेंट अथु मतमदा मियाम की पेंदब फोंदोकफम प्लेटफॉर्म अमा मधुसु स्टेट स्क्वाड मधु लाउथोक पिननबा जनता दल यूनाइटेड की माइकेटी डिमांड तौजरे.
On the second day of the first Northeast Indigenous Peoples Parliament 2015, delegates from the 7 Northeast states deliberated on the economy and development, pollution influx and identity crisis, land and natural resources, water and big dams. The People's Parliament is jointly organized by Coalition for Indigenous Rights Campaign, CIRCA, Assam San Milita Mahasangh ASM and Assam Meitei Apunbar Lok Amal. Speaking at the 3-day parliament, Prafulla Hafila, who is representing the Dimasa tribe, said population influx is one of the biggest problems faced by the indigenous people in the northeast states. He also emphasized the need to act in order to safeguard the indigenous people.
In the system of democracy, they get the what call preference. We all the indigenous are very much neglected. So this problem is very serious. So we should think about it very seriously we all we should all united and how to protect and what is the way we must find out and we take scientific strategy that we can protect our indigenous people.
Bishnupur Block Congress Committee today held Congress conference at Kiamba Ning Singh Sanglane, Bishnupur. MPCC President and Deputy Chief Minister Gaikhangam, Commerce and Industries Minister Govindas Konthaujam, MLAs and workers took part in the conference. A 2-year-old boy is missing since the 9th of this month from his house at Chairen, Khongnang, Lekai. The 2-year-old boy named Moirang Them Paikhomba is the son of M. Shyam Chandra Singh. Persons who have information regarding the missing boy may contact 9856 908826 or 8575 017 091. I repeat 9856 908826 or 8575 017 091 or contact the nearest police station. A 13-year-old boy received bullet injury when some unidentified miscreants fired several rounds in Belaram Khul near Palel in Chandel district. According to a source, the incident took place this afternoon when 3 persons armed with small arms chased a man and fired towards him. The injured boy has been identified as Marim Edwin, son of Tulkham of Belaram Khul. The boy was in the kitchen when the stray bullet hit him. He has been admitted to Cedar Hospitals and Research Center.
Asigi nungthin ay tare pung 13 makhai aduaida Belaram Koba Khun aduda moi micham phijam setpa moi kangbu manna nongmai pairaga adum tanaba phanaba tor nongmai maru makap thorokda imung ama da leiba angang chi 13 mak suraba nupa macha ama mabukta panana adum doctor adum pokhat khibne.
Ukhrul District Working Journalists Association condoled the sudden and untimely demise of founding editor of the Azad Daily, a Tangkhul English bilingual newspaper, Ngathing Khui Hungko, on December 10. Ngathing Khui founded and edited the first Tangkhul daily newspaper, the Azad Daily, in the early 1990s when technical resources and journalists were scarce among the Tangkhul. Zonal Education Officer Zone 1 Gopi Mohan Maibum today flagged off members of All Manipur Elementary School Teachers Association who are going to participate in the 27th Biennial Conference to be held in Bangalore on December 19 and 20. The conference is being organized by All India Primary Teachers Federation on the theme Peace, Unity and Harmony. More than 1 lakh teachers across the country are participating in the conference. 108 teachers from Manipur are participating in the conference and they will deliberate their grievances at the conference. International Manipuri Mothers Association is observing Nupi Lan on December 12, that is tomorrow, at Kangla. The function will be marked by offering floral tributes to the brave mothers at 12:30 p.m. International Manipuri Mothers Association in a press release appealed to the public to attend the function. HDFC Bank is organizing blood donation camps across the nation. In Manipur, the camp was held at HDFC head office in Gandhi Avenue. Imphal West Traffic Police Additional SP Lalboy Hokip said, "We all should appreciate the initiative taken up by HDFC Bank." 30 staff of the bank donated blood at the camp, which was organized in collaboration with Jenims.
Praja natraga kaino toba araiba natraga leidena poor needy darkar tab kanguna adum evil tobugam tobu yani hairaga mokoi Jenims ta bokoi gi HDFC tarab digi mokoi na tobune blood donation haiba sidi yamna maru oiba pot ne because blood can't be manufactured anywhere in this world. It's like giving a life punsi piba gum demi yama thawai ma kanba haiba sidi but mating pang makhak su natte asidi piba gum bane khalli.
Art and Culture Secretary K. Radhakumar today appealed to the people to extend full cooperation to develop a reading culture among the students by taking part in the 10-day 24th Imphal Book Fair. Speaking to media persons at Art and Culture Complex in Palace Compound this afternoon, K. Radhakumar said at least 100 stalls will be opened at the book fair to be jointly organized by Raja Ram Mohan Roy Library Foundation, Kolkata, State Central Library and Art and Culture Department from December 15 to 24 at Thau Ground, Thangmiban. He said invitations have also been sent to several firms outside the state requesting them to participate in the book fair. Meeting with renowned artists, young writers and sport painting competition will also be held during the fair. Radhakumar appealed to parents to visit the fair with their children.
ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯁꯤ ꯂꯥꯏꯔꯤꯛ ꯄꯥꯗ꯭ꯔꯒꯗꯤ ꯁ꯭ꯇꯗꯤ ꯇꯧꯗ꯭ꯔꯒꯗꯤ ꯃꯤꯃꯥꯟꯅꯕ ꯉꯝꯃꯣꯏꯗꯕ ꯃꯤꯊꯣꯏ ꯃꯤꯍꯟꯕ ꯉꯝꯃꯣꯏꯗꯕ ꯕꯠ ꯃꯤꯃꯥꯟꯅꯕ ꯇꯥꯕꯅꯤ ꯃꯤꯊꯣꯏ ꯃꯤꯍꯟꯕ ꯇꯥꯕꯅꯤ ꯀꯔꯤꯅ ꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯇꯥꯏ ꯂꯥꯏꯔꯤꯛ ꯄꯥꯕꯅ ꯇꯥꯏ so therefore there lies the importance of this book fair and the book fair sisu hana silambasidagi hena khitang hengatnabagi mongda lakpani this is a book fair with a difference adu gradually khaji improve toraga khara henna maming laina sileba Kolkata book fair gumbagi madum yobong amdraga so North East region sida maming leba book fair ama ohenba habase khoi target ni masida parents students general public mayam cooperation PBU sajok PBU.
The 3-day Barak festival kicked off today in Senapati headquarters. The festival, which aims at conserving the Barak river, is celebrated on the theme Barak Let Live this year. The highlights of the festival will be indigenous car rally, Naga cuisine and drinks, folk songs and dances, tug of war, fire-making competitions. The festival will also showcase the traditional houses of the main major tribes of Senapati district, namely Mao, Ziliarong, Thangal, Maram and Paumai. The festival is organized by Naga People's Organization. In his opening speech, Tenyimi People's Organization President Timikha Koza said the Barak River is the most important river of the area which provides irrigation to the fields and water to the people. He expressed concern at the deteriorating condition of the river and its surrounding areas due to the people's ignorance and negligence. He urged the people to save the river before it is too late.
Unless we preserve our forests, if we destroy our forests, the beauty of Barak River will be gone. It will be because of you and me, because you don't preserve the forest, you don't preserve the trees, the century-old trees. Opportunities in our hand to let Barak live. Let us utilize it and let us educate our people. It takes 100 years, more than 100 years, to have a very good shade tree. Unless we go out immediately and stop our people, educate our people, not to destroy the forest.
This is the second time we are having this Barak festival. We will set up a committee.
Information and Publicity Secretary of Naga People's Organization, D. Lori Jones, said the festival also provides the opportunity to showcase the culture and tradition of various tribes living in Senapati district and to strengthen the bond among them.
This is the second time we are having this Barak festival. We will set up a committee and then we will organize in a bigger way, inviting all the areas that Barak flows. So in the coming years, we will form a committee and then this will be conducted in a much grand way. We will be organizing many traditional items, like for example, there will be piglet catching, then there will be indigenous car rally, then there will be hopping by women.
The round 3 of second phase of Mission Indradhanush was launched today. For the state of Manipur, Mission Indradhanush was launched on October 8, while All India Phase 2 was launched on October 5. At a press meet held today at Health Directorate Office, Health Director and State Mission Director Dr. Okram Ibomcha said, under Phase 2, 8 districts will be covered excluding Imphal West. 744 immunization sites have been identified, in which 11,456 children in the age group of 2 years and below and 4,020 pregnant women will be immunized. During the second phase, altogether 730 ASHA workers and 308 ANM nurses will be involved for the mission. The aim of the mission is 90% immunization by 2020.
Manipur Prayasingna angang se ani gi makha se manga even up to 15 years fa ba akoi gi hidak akak na bak hidak khara vaccine Japanese encephalitis gum ka phau do Europe di thora ga khoi dum kapi ba yagani pregnant women sing su hana private oro masana oro kapcha gra na taba kap tribal le ga de khoi na free of cost ta paisa tin na kap cha ga dori ba immunization gi thauram mission indradhanus haiba masi khudong cha ba si lobi raga hida kapi na bi damakta ina praja mayam da pogjen pijari.
People associated with Manipuri filmmaking today protested the monetary demand on Film Forum Manipur by underground outfits. The protest held in front of the office of the forum at Lamphil Park was attended by film lovers and members of civil society organizations beside actors, technicians, producers and directors. A discussion on disturbance in Manipuri cinema was also held during the protest. It may be recalled that the forum had seized all film-related works after KCP MC Paikhomba, URF Lal Haiba and NRFM made a huge monetary demand on the forum on 8th of this month.
Film business kakta ina ubigano haibidagi kayamana handoki kayamana postoki adu masi mayam se khangma ngamakta badagi ngasidi open discussion hours tawjabane laibaki damakta ning dama purakane na lalobiriba isina lupsingna film forum da demand tawbiriba se masi handokbiu akhoi su laibaki damakta film revolution tawjariba adugumba group ni group ni akhoi di tasena chanda lambi da khonda banate laibaki damakta katoktana film medium da miyam ki damakta tawgal tobuni.
Now the sports news. Southern Sporting Union SSU Tres North Imphal Sporting Association NISA by 2-0 in the pre-quarters of the 59th Sir Chorchan Singh KCSI CBE Memorial Football Tournament at Mapal Kangjibung in Imphal today. SSU's first goal was scored in the 25th minute by midfielder T.S. Roshan. Within 2 minutes, the second goal was netted in the 29th minute by striker Gogo Cha through a penalty kick. Despite their efforts, NISA were not successful in their attempts to score a goal. SSU striker Gogocha has so far scored 6 goals, the maximum number of goals by a player in the tournament so far. The third pre-quarter final match will be played between Sagolbal United and FC Zalen, Southern Hills on the 13th of this month at 1:30 in the afternoon. Chem Khagempally won a league match in the 13th Manipur Veteran Cricket Tournament today. In the 6th league match played today at Langthabal Public Ground, Chem Khagempally won the toss and elected to field first against KSC Lambulane. KSC Lambulane made 105 runs and given 30 overs, losing all wickets. In reply, Chem Khagempally made 117 runs for 3 wickets in 25.5 overs. The man of the match, which is donated in the name of late Sapam Mani Singh, was backed by Chem Khagempally all-rounder Tej Banta. The tournament is organized by Manipur Veteran Cricket Association with 10 teams competing for the trophy. Model Club B, Chingamakha and DSU Kwakaithel will play in the 7th league match tomorrow. Neo Sanjenbam beat EUSU SU Telo 2-0 in a match of the Sekta Trophy. Lamlai Kendra Village Wise Men's Open 7A side football tournament played today. El Babuthoi netted the 2 goals for the winners. In another match, 2 goals from El Bobi and El Rajas took BSU Nongpok Kakchin to victory against YYC Urebung by 2-1. Klasa Kaino Kangkhut won a league match today in the 11th Players Trophy Kang tournament. Klasa Kaino Kangkhut defeated Ibudho Wangbrem, Khana Chauba Kangkhut Uchekon by 23-10. 9 Kangkhuts are competing in the tournament organized by Yai School Kangkhut at Sri Sri Gopal Dev Mandop Yai School. CSC Khundrakpam Kangkhut will take on Yai School Kangkhut B in a league match tomorrow. RYC Ragailong and Dimdailong Youth Club won their respective match in the third Palmaipu Kamaupi Memorial Zilangrong 6A side men's football tournament. In a league match played today, Ragailong Youth Club beat Ragailong FCA by 4-1. In another match, Kinthalong Ramji and KKU Kisamthong were drawn 1-1. In the third match of the day, Dimdailong Youth Club trounced Namthalong Muchikhul 5-0. While in the last match of the day, Seram Club C and Namdulong FC ended in a 2-2 draw. 21 teams are taking part in the tournament organized by Sombung Sairem Youth Club. Neroka FC Manipur will clash Mohammedan Sporting Kolkata in the second match of the fifth game week of the second division Indian League football. The match will be held tomorrow at 1 p.m. at Kumalampak Main Stadium. Speaking to media persons at Classic Grande, Mohammedan Sporting coach Bilal Ahmed Khan said tomorrow's match is very crucial for his team. On the other hand, Neroka coach Gif Rai Khan said the team will have a tough rival in tomorrow's match.
Till they are by the goal average, they are leading the group. They want to maintain their leading, no, and we are also in the same points, but we have to recover. It is a deciding match also.
कोइना मोजे चाही चाम सुरे मोय आइले काउरम मे हाइना दुदा कोइना काम ता दुदा वहम लेते हजि कई तम थोकी है आंगांग सिंदा आइना हजि पाउताक से पीरी अदुगा अखोय युमना सानाबनिना लैजब का थोक्तुना पुकनिंग चांगना मचि मनाव मोइना मणिपुर की सानाबा हाय पाम.
6th Manipur State Canoeing and Kayaking Championship will kick off from tomorrow. The championship is organized by All Manipur Canoeing and Kayaking Association at Kangla Mode, Imphal. Before we end, let's take a look at the headlines once again. NIT Manipur holds second convocation. ISRO chairman urges students to contribute for nation's development. Art and Culture Secretary Radha Kumar urges parents to bring their children to book fair to develop reading culture among students. And former champion Nisa Thamiban out of CC Mid. They lose to SSU Singzamai.